Most men don't have a communication problem, they have a nervous system problem. And those require two totally different solutions. In this video, I'm going to show you how to talk to your wife without it turning into a fight. It's very common that men come to me and they're like, dude, I just, every time we talk, we fight. Or, gosh, she texts me and then I get defensive. Or everything I say, she just reacts to that. So what the hell is going on? Is it really a communication problem? In this video, I'm going to attempt to help you do this whole thing differently so that conversations can be conversations where you just move forward and have a good day, right? Isn't that what you want? All right, so the first thing you need to understand is it's possible you have communication challenges together. Sure, that's possible. But one of the biggest things going on for most men is they don't know how to deal with their reactivity when their wife is having an emotional experience. So let me give you an example. I'm working with this guy. His wife comes to him with a complaint or a challenge. Hey, honey, I feel like you're working too much, or I feel like, I feel kind of alone over here because it feels like you're always on your phone. And the guy immediately gets defensive. Sound familiar? Why does this happen? Well, because the guy, in this case, feels attacked, right? He feels like she is judging his actions. And then he's like, I'm over here providing for you. Like, what's the problem? Like, why are you complaining? But the thing that got missed is her feelings. And so your nervous system got all dysregulated the moment she has feelings, has a complaint, has a challenge in herself with your behavior. You react, and you don't have command of your reactivity. So could she deliver it better? Could she have, more skills here? Of course, there's things she can do, but we're talking about you. And there's things you can do to step up and be a better leader at home. And one of the biggest ones is to start to get to know your reactivity. So when she has feelings, when she has emotions, when she has complaints, you typically defend yourself instead of slowing down and fielding and listening to the feelings, emotions, and complaints first. Then you might get to share your piece, right? Your take of the whole situation. But the very first thing to do if you want to have a better day is to listen to her better, right? I have an acronym I call LUFU, and it stands for listen until she feels understood. It's like my wife for years was like, you don't understand. And I would say, yes, I do, which is me defending myself. And I finally was like, no, I'm going to actually have the onus be on her that I don't understand her until she tells me she feels understood. That changed the game for us completely. Our fights went from a lot to a little. And since then, it's the thing I teach every guy. All right. Okay. So let's walk through it again. Instead of getting defensive, you're going to slow down. And there's a few skills you have to learn here. All right. Two big ones primarily. The first one is you're going to, when you're listening to her and she says, honey, I feel like you work too much and I'm feeling kind of alone. All right. What do you hear in that if we're actually listening? Well, in her experience, we're paying more attention to work than her. And then she's saying she feels alone. So put yourself in her shoes. You would probably be a little frustrated too if you were staring at your phone or laptop and working a lot and not paying attention to her and her feelings and her experience. And so, of course, she feels alone, right? So you're going to do two things. You're going to reflect back, kind of get her world. You're going to be like, honey, it sounds like you're upset because you feel like I work too much and I'm always on my phone. Is that right? And you ask, is that right? And she's going to say, yeah. So that's the very first thing is just you're trying to get her world by just saying, am I hearing you right? This is what you're saying? And she says, yeah. Then you validate her feelings with 3 words. That makes sense. Okay, so then you say, that makes sense. That you feel, and then you bring in the feeling word, that you feel alone and frustrated. You could add frustration. She didn't say that, but of course she's a little frustrated. You feel alone. That makes sense because I am. And the very last thing you can do that will be a mic drop for her nervous system and it'll help her calm down is you own, I do work a lot. Too much is debatable, but I do work a lot. And that's one of the ways I show my care and love for you. But sounds like you're wanting me to show up more just present and shut the work off and put the phone away and just show up and be here. Is that right, honey? She's going to be like, hell yeah. Okay, so let's review. What did I do there? I didn't get defensive. I fielded her emotions and her experience and her words. I reflected it back to her and I said, it sounds like you're upset because you feel like I work too much and you feel alone. Did I get that right? Yeah. And then I validate, that makes sense that you feel kind of alone. And then the mic drop is, I own, I do work a lot. Yeah, I'm really stressed. That's true. I'm putting a lot of attention on work. And notice I'm not mansplaining. I'm not going into a big, long explanation about why I'm working a lot. I'm not like, it's Q4 and I've got to meet all these deadlines. I didn't say any of that stuff. I just said, yeah, I'm working a lot. And of course you're impacted, honey. You want to convey deep care and interest in her emotional experience. Guys who get this go from a relationship and a marriage like this to a totally another level of the game where they're way up here. The relationship is more fulfilling. It's deeper. The sex is better because the woman feels cared for, not by what you do, but by who you are and how you show up. It's incredible if you can get this move. Guys who stay defensive, their wife continues to feel alone because every time she brings up an emotional experience, you defend yourself. Well, it's not my intention. Well, I did that because I'm working a lot because it's Q4 and I got all these deadlines and you don't appreciate me. And now we're lost, right? We're off the rails and it's not going to go anywhere. So you must get her world and what it's like to be her with 3 simple moves. Reflect back, validate, and then if you can own something, usually the complaint coming toward you, it's going to change her life, which in turn will change your life because she is going to feel way better and safer to bring her emotions and her pain to you because you can handle it. Every single time you defend yourself, you're basically saying, I can't handle you. I don't like your emotional expression. I don't agree with it. And you're the problem. That's basically what you're saying. That's awful to be on the receiving end of, right? Now, of course, you want her to reciprocate, and she will if she really cares about you and is invested in your experience. In a good couple, okay, 2 people do this for each other. Whenever someone has pain or frustration or complaints, both people care about the other person's experience. And if you are in a marriage where that's not occurring, you need to talk about it and say, hey, I'm noticing we're not a very good team. Can we talk about how to be a better team? Should we lay down some agreements? Should we go see a therapist or a coach? Should we invest in one of Jason's programs? What should we do, honey? Right? You can lead and co-lead the 2 of you to a better place. Or you can continue to defend yourself and blame her for the reason the marriage is not in a good place. It's up to you. Every single time she brings emotional upset to you, you've got to field it. Because over time, here's the cost. If you keep defending yourself, not only will your marriage suck, she will take her pain to her friends or another man someday. If she meets a man who can actually handle her feelings, and the marriage goes like this. She gets closer to her female friends or maybe another man, worst case scenario, and you're over here now really alone. And whose fault is that? That's on you for not learning how to become a much, much better listener. That's on you. All right. Okay. So I hope you're understanding that there's tremendous power. If you don't want every conversation to turn into a fight, stop blaming her and look in the mirror and be like, I must become a better listener. I want to learn how to do that. I wonder if that will move the needle here. And if you do it well and you know how to do it and you're getting some guidance on how to do that, I guarantee your marriage will improve, or at least temporarily. Like, it will maybe reveal new problems, but on her side, that she's finally feels safe to talk about because now you're listening. That could happen. But most of the time, she's going to relax. And a lot of this really, dude, is just you getting better at your own upset, seeing other people in pain, okay? Because your habit is to fix, problem solve, and change her or defend yourself. She doesn't want either one. She doesn't want you fixing anything. She's not a problem to solve. Her emotions are not a problem to solve. And you need to have more capacity for adversity between you and her, in your own discomfort, in your nervous system, right? So that is going to change right now. So make a commitment that you're going to do this differently. Don't even tell her about it. Just do it, all right? If you want help, you can hire me. You can take one of my classes, all right? And stay tuned for the next video where we're going to really change this. See you in the next video.